Alright, after using LifeWeaver in the practice range, in actual game of course, and the bob and weave game mode in the arcade, I can form a much better opinion on his entire character. So here of course is his hero information: Healing Blossom, Thorn Volley, Tree of Life, Pedal Platform, Rejuvenating Dash, Life Grip, and of course his passives are Parting Gift, and his role of course is support. So the problem with LifeWeaver, the biggest elephant in the room for LifeWeaver, of course, is his healing, right? You have to charge the healing up, which isn't bad at all. The healing charge doesn't take long, but it's the fact that he's a main support and he's not producing enough heals. If he were in comp, he's of course disabled in comp right now, but his healing isn't enough, right? Even fully charged, even like boosted by Mercy or nano boosted or Kitsune Rush, right? It's not enough heals. Maybe for like Tracer and Soldier, but not really anyone else, especially tanks. The healing is just not enough. Here's his bio, by the way. It doesn't really matter, it's kind of random, but I still wanted to point it out. A scientist, artist, and activist, LifeWeaver entwines the beauty of nature with practicality of science. He dreams of healing the world, which is, in my opinion, a good cause. Here's the skins. I already showcased them, but I personally find the skins to be, at least one of the better common skins and one of the better, I guess, newer character skins. I really do like this Battle Pass skin. It's probably better than the Poseidon Ramatra skin, actually. Only because that this skin has to deal with his culture. Now, however, these skins, in my opinion, are not good at all. I mean, like, the flower on his back is cool, but that's really it. The highlight intros are okay. Like, Leap is okay. But, like, Lotus it's alright as well, but they're not, like, too good. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. The emotes, I mean, they're not bad, of course. This is probably his most creative emote, only because it like uses his kit. Victory poses. Souvenirs. That's cool. Voice lines.
A perfect world is a perfect prison. Another opinion? I fear you'd run out. หมากัด อย่ากัดตอบ Look at us. We're amazing. Minds must change hearts, and hearts must change minds. Nature will outlast us all. ไร้สาระ เอาใจเขามาใส่ใจเรา Second guesses are usually first mistakes. The audacity. Life is far too short to feel guilty about, well, anything.
I feel like his character is, I mean, like, there's personality there, but, like, I don't really know, because for, like, recent characters, right, like Sojourn, I guess Kiriko has somewhat of personality. She's kind of, like, energetic. Sojourn and Junker Queen kind of lack character, but, like, Kiriko has personality. Ramatra most definitely shows a lot of personality, right? Like, he blatantly explains his suffering, and he explains, like, how the Omnics should be treated better and whatnot. But, like, LifeWeaver as well, like, his whole, like, personality is kind of based on, like, life and nature. I mean, like, obviously, but there's really, like, no, like, big opinions on anything so far, at least. Like, I know he's, like, a new character and all, and, like, this is, like, the first day he was released, but even Ramatra, like, has a lot of personality to him. Obviously his goal is to, like, heal the world, but still. The sprays are actually interesting. I feel like this is where they actually went all out. So we got the Josuke pose, for one of the sprays. I know that the Zenitsu spray is here, of course. Royally shocked. I'm sure that there are other poses as well. Not specifically from JoJo's, but maybe from different animes. He reminds me a lot of, like, his facials remind me of kind of like a Dio facial. But this is also coming from the JoJo fan. This also opens an opportunity for, like, a possible, like, JoJo's collab, only because, like, of this spray, and Doomfist also had the One Punch Man spray. So it opens an opportunity to, if, I guess, Lucky Land or Viz Media is willing to do a JoJo's collab. I mean, we at least could have a Josuke LifeWeaver skin and a Ramatra or Star Platinum, as I said, Ramatra skin. And then we could possibly have... Who could we have? I guess we could have... I guess Reinhardt could be, like, someone. Who could Reinhardt be? He's definitely got a lot of opportunities. I feel like he could be Guts from Berserk, though, definitely. Cassie could also have a Jotaro skin. But that opens a lot of opportunity for, you know, JoJo's collab. Let's look at the Golden Gun, by the way. The Golden Gun actually isn't that bad, right? You can tell the difference between the default and the Golden Gun. The Golden Gun's obviously more golden, and the default's like more of like a bronze gold at the same time. Of course, let's go take a look at him in-game. Alright.
Spend every moment growing into who you truly are.
So, the dash, right, the dash isn't even that good. I mean, like, can it get range? Let's see here. Alright, so I know that there's ways where you can get up to 15 meters, or like 16 or 17, but the dash overall isn't that good, in my opinion. I feel like his most notable ability is obviously the pull, and of course, the pedal platform. So, I think that the way they did his like healing ability and his damage ability, I think it's interesting, right? Switch back and forth. But the problem, like I said, is like these bots have 250 health and it barely heals them at max charge. So let's see here, let's get this friendly bot as low as possible. Alright, so look. It takes more than his ammo, basically, to fully heal him when they're taking damage. And while, like, I guess keeping them alive isn't the point of support, right? It's to distribute heals and also do, like, tick damages. But, like, at least for, like, Mercy, and I guess even, like, Brig's, like, Rally now, and that's an ultimate, right? Like, Brig, Lucio, Moira, they can, like, really keep, like, their teammates alive as supports. And the fact that, like, their damage output is amazing as well, other than Mercy, right? Because obviously most Mercies don't really pistol whip the enemies, unless, like, they're that kind of Mercy player. I will say this about LifeWeaver, though, is that his damage is, like, somewhat decent. Like, obviously close range, it's better. But, like, realistically, you're gonna be, like, at least, like, 15 meters away, and your opponents are gonna be moving. Also, you know, keep in mind that he's a support, so you're not really gonna be, like, mainly damaging your opponents. You're supposed to be healing your allies and your teammates. I mean, you can kind of spam with the heals, but, like, not really. I do like his damage. The output is pretty good. If you watched my first game with him, I actually dropped a triple kill. In the actual match, of course, too. He's got some range with him as well. Right, like, it's not like You know, it's impossible to hit your shots with him from far away, but his thorns do spread a little bit. And of course, the range decreases the damage. But it's not bad. It's not bad. Like I said, it's overall the healing. That's the issue. Oh, and his tree is somewhat useful. But the fact that, like, Roadhog and Reinhardt can, like, easily take out his tree is, like, also a problem. Not bad. The mobility on the character as well is not bad at all. Right? The dash could be, you know, a little bit further, and of course, like I said, I feel like everyone's saying is the heals need to be increased, or the charge needs to be lessened, right? I think it actually could be both, but like, you don't even have to make the charge like faster. It just needs to be the heals that need to be increased by a lot. Maybe not a lot, but like at least where it's noticeable. Alright, so let me see if I can dash over here at least. Alright. Let's see here. Can I dash over here? I can. Alright, nice. So the mobility isn't bad at all. You know? To get to the teammates, it's not bad either. I honestly think that the only issue is the fact that he's a main healer and only like doing this much heals. The tree also, it's not bad that it can be broken down, right? Because it can go on the payload. I've done it before. The tree can go on the payload, and it's pretty cool. The robot can push it, I'm pretty sure as well. I'm not sure about that though, because I haven't played Push actually since LifeWeaver was released. But this character, honestly, in my opinion, has a lot of potential, right? LifeWeaver has a lot of potential, and they just need to buff his healing, and that's really it. I'm sure by the time he'll be able to be in comp, his heals will be at least somewhat balanced out. It'll be like Briggs heals, possibly damage buff. The damage doesn't really have to be touched at all, but if they want to, like, you know, be rather more flexible with healing and like not make his heals absolutely insane, even though he's a main support, they should like make the cooldowns a little bit less. The dash should be like maybe 2 seconds. I think it's 3 currently. Oh, and the bubble barrier pool is like 20 seconds for a cooldown. And I think that's way too much for like a main ability and something that they showcase so much in the trailer, and say that that's a major factor of him, because obviously it is, but like they said he's super trolly, and that's like the only reason why he's like a troll character. So I think that they should make it a more cool, like less cooldown ability. You know, maybe like at least 15 seconds, because 20 seconds is outrageous. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm glad that they added a Thai character. You know, it expands upon Asia as a whole. I myself am Vietnamese, Jesus. But it's interesting to see a Thai character and hear the Thai language and see their culture. I hope that they add a Vietnamese character eventually. Maybe they will. Maybe Overwatch devs are currently watching this. Who knows? Maybe there's like, you know, a Blizzard worker, you know, that doesn't work on Overwatch, but they have, you know, friends that are also in Blizzard that work on Overwatch and could possibly, you know, add a Vietnamese character. But hey, you know, overall, a good character, I guess. They can expand upon his, like, I guess, lore and backstory. He's got an interesting goal. His moveset and his kit is overall interesting. And yeah, I like the character. I'm hoping for a Josuke skin as well. I might just have to post about a possible Overwatch collaboration with JoJo's. But yeah, that is LifeWeaver. And this is him on his release date, so of course there are going to be some patch notes for him, most likely midway through the season. But yeah, hopefully this helps you learn about LifeWeaver and decide whether you want to main him or not, or spend money to buy his skins. I personally think that the Battle Pass skin is currently the only good skin, other than the Lotus, right? But I'm not going to spend $10 on the Lotus skin when I can spend $10 on the Battle Pass and get this amazing skin, right? But yeah, that's LifeWeaver. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you in the next video. See ya.